So I have tried another project for freezing eggs. Now, I've never done this before. Actually, I have frozen boiled eggs. They were a little rubbery when I used them, but they were kind of edible. But these are raw eggs that I froze, and I have them in these silicone, you know, cupcake liners, I guess they're called. And I got these are Wilton's, and I got these from Walmart. And all these are really handy. I mean, you could do them in this tin muffin pan, but they're a little hard to get out that way. So I use these, and they're really easy to just pop out. Again, the one-handed wonder. And as you can see, they just pop out, and you just use them just like that. I have these. This is the brand I got from BJ's, and they come in a 2-pack. So I got 2 of these, and there are 3 dozen for the twin pack. So that was 6 dozen that I had. And I did them this way because I don't have that much freezer space. So I froze them 6 at a time. And you just pop them out. And then these 2 I already loosened up, so they're real easy. And then what I did, I just got a Ziploc bag. As you can see here, this is just a Ziploc bag. Christmas motif one that I had. I would have done gallons, but I only had 1 gallon left. And again, I didn't have that much room in my freezer, so it's easy to find a couple of little spaces here and there as opposed to a big giant gallon size. I mean, if you have the room, great. And so yesterday I took 6 out, and I'll show you the result of that. So I'm just going to take these out, freeze the rest of them, and like I said, you can just do them in the metal muffin tin. I guess you would just have to maybe loosen them up with some warm water or something to get them out. It'd be a bit more difficult, but it could be done. So let me show you what they look like when they come out of the freezer and defrosted overnight. This one I took out, I took them out about 1 o'clock yesterday, and it's about 10:30 now that I'm making breakfast. So I'll show you what they look like. So these are the frozen eggs that I am going to thaw out for breakfast tomorrow. I'm going to cover them with some clear cling film and put them in the fridge to thaw out overnight. There are 6 in there, and they're going to be part of our breakfast for tomorrow. So this is them defrosted. I took them out about a half an hour ago, and as you can see, there's a little bit of ice, and that's why I took them out. The middle one, like that one there, still had ice. It was like almost pretty solid. So I took them out about a half an hour ago. I'm going to make the rest of the breakfast, which is pancakes and bacon, and then we're going to have scrambled eggs. And I'll do that first, the pancakes and bacon, and then I'll scramble the eggs, and I'll show you what they look like after I do that. Okay, so the jury might still be out on these freezing the egg thing. If you can see my yolk part, it wasn't really defrosted, so I kind of had to mash it. We just need to eat. That's why I was like, let me try and just defrost the yolk part. Yeah, so it wasn't completely defrosted. And as you can see, it's still lumpy. I've already added some milk to it and my seasoning, so let's see how it fries up. I don't know if you can see how it's like separated. You can see the yolk and the whites. It tastes alright. I tasted it. That tastes good. There's obviously cheese on the top. Maybe I should have showed you before I added the cheese. But they taste alright. It's just that it almost like I fried egg whites and egg yolks separately and then added them together. They didn't really mix in. Maybe because the yolk part, like I said, was still frozen a little bit. Wasn't completely thawed. So maybe next time I'll obviously completely thaw them out before I cook them. But the troops are hungry, so I gotta feed them. So I'm gonna try it one more time, and maybe for 24 hours. Like, it's 11 o'clock right now. We're eating kind of late. And then maybe I'll cook one tomorrow at 11 o'clock and see what it looks like. So maybe there'll be a second little part to this video. We'll see. Thank you for watching, and you have a great day. Quick follow-up. I defrosted 2 more eggs, and the whites you can see are have defrosted fine, but the yolks are almost like, they almost like they started to cook. They are like were starting to cook. I don't know. I didn't cook them. I just froze them and defrosted them. But they're definitely not the consistency, if you see that they were. Maybe the other day, Sunday, when I made breakfast, this is how they were. And I just thought they weren't defrosted. So I just sort of mashed them up. And it almost looked like I was doing two separate egg parts. But yeah. So if you're looking for a fresh egg replacement, I guess not freezing them is good unless you only want the whites. And then you can just freeze them separate. But they're fine for scrambling. They tasted fine. It's just that I had to mash up the yolk part really good and make small pieces. Almost looked like I said, it looked like I was frying two different eggs and then I just combined them together. But yeah, they taste fine, but definitely not, can't use them for baking or anything like that if that's what you're looking to get out of the frozen eggs. So, and I've looked at several different information and nobody really says about defrosting them, how to use them defrost, or shows how to defrost them, what the end result is of that. But here it is. Not the best, but I guess since we had so many eggs because we're under quarantine like everybody else, or like most of the country. Yes, I mean, scrambled eggs is probably 99% of what we do with them anyway. And then I guess I have two dozen in the fridge, and I can use those for baking for the next couple of weeks. So, this is my follow-up. Hope this helps someone. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.